Hello, my name is Aaron Wilcox. This is presentation number 2 for Accounting Ethics Seminar. I will be presenting on James Alderson and the Quorum HCA case. I will also be presenting information about the 7 steps of how to blow the whistle presented by Trevino and Nelson in their book, Managing Business Ethics. Also, the information regarding James Alderson comes from a New York Times article entitled He Blew the Whistle and Healthcare Giants Quaked. This article is written by Kurt Eichenwald. As an overview, the 7 steps of how to blow the whistle are: first, approach your immediate manager. Second, discuss the issue with your family. Third, take it to the next level. Fourth, contact your company's ethics officer. Fifth, consider going outside your chain of command. Sixth, go outside the company. And seventh, leave the company. As an overview of James Alderson, I'd like to tell you how he was put into the situation where he needed to blow the whistle. Alderson started out with Anderson and then started his own accounting firm in Montana. Later, he then started working for the North Valley Hospital. After 6 years of working for North Valley, Dale Jessup, the administrator, retired, and North Valley took on Quorum, a spin-off of HCA, as their new administrator. About 2 months after Quorum was the administrator, Alderson found himself in a meeting with Clyde Eder. Eder asked Alderson if they kept 2 cost reports. Not knowing what he meant by this, Alderson said no. Eder then explained that they would like them to keep 1 report of actual numbers and a second that they sent to the government to receive higher reimbursement. Alderson then responded that he was not willing to keep 2 cost reports for Quorum. Shortly thereafter, Eder informed Alderson that he was fired. Now that you have the overview, I'd like to relate how it is that the actions of Alderson coordinate with the 7 steps presented by Trevino and Nelson. Obviously, in the real world, it is not likely that the 7 steps will be followed exactly, but I'd like to show how Alderson's actions did follow these steps. First of all, Alderson didn't have the opportunity to contact his immediate supervisor. He had to go to his higher-up supervisor, Eder, the administrator, and let him know that he was not willing to keep 2 cost reports. Also, he was not able to contact his family about and discuss with them the issue before he was fired. But directly after being fired, Alderson did speak to his family and talk to them about what had happened, and he decided that he needed to take it to the next level and file a wrongful termination lawsuit and demand copies of the reserve report. After doing that, Alderson also didn't have an ethics officer that he could contact, but he did contact Dale Jessup, the last administrator, and told him what was going on. Jessup agreed with Alderson and said that the actions seemed fraudulent. Jessup encouraged him to file a qui tam case. After doing so, Alderson met many delays, and he hired Bordeaux, a cost report expert, to help him contact the government lawyers. After that, Alderson realized that they were going to need a little bit more help, and they hired Stephen Meager, who specialized in qui tam lawsuits. Meager was able to help them get in contact with FBI agents and begin an investigation. After this help, the government decided to take on the case, and finally, after 5 years, the government took on the case and filed suit against HCA. In conclusion, there were many consequences that Alderson faced. First of all, he lost his job. Secondly, he was not able to spend much time with his family because most of his efforts were spent filing the lawsuit, of which he had to pay much of it out of his own pocket. Also, he couldn't tell people what was actually going on because of the government had not yet accepted the suit. But most importantly of all, Alderson was able to maintain his integrity and know that he did what was right.